So hi, my name's Mike. I'm the clinical manager here in Prescott Valley for Terros Health. Terros Health is a healthcare company that's been around since 1969, serving Arizonans. In this community, we primarily offer crisis services, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to all of what's western Yavapai County. We're dispatched through the Crisis Response Network, now known as Solari. It's an 877-756-4090. So initially, a phone call is made to the crisis line, at which point you'll speak to a crisis specialist and hope the goal is to come up with a solution at that point. If further assessment is needed, a mobile team will be dispatched to you in the community. This could take a little while depending on location and time of day. The goal is always to find the most non-restrictive way for people to stay in the community whenever possible. Otherwise, if they are in need of higher level of care, we can help with the transport, make sure that they get the services that they need. We are a mobile setup and we go to you, but we utilize all the local facilities. A wonderful relationship with the CSU. We try and utilize them whenever possible. We have very strong relationships with both of the emergency departments, making sure that we're moving folks from the emergency department and if needed to higher level of cares, here in town and across the state. We pride ourselves on the ability to care for people in a timely manner, but also making sure that nothing gets missed, that they're cared for from beginning to end until they're placed. This is, to me personally, incredibly serious stuff. I've seen lives change so diametrically by the basic work we do. Having done this for as many years as I have, you have people come up to the van and say, "Oh, thanks, Terros, thanks for helping my uncle," or "Thanks for helping my mom get sober." And you're like, oh, there's a certain amount of pride in that. But I've had circumstances where I had an individual come up to me and say, "Thank you." And I'm like, "Oh, Terros, we've been around, you're welcome." He goes, "No, you probably don't recognize me. You came out and saw me in the same parking lot 2 years ago. I now have a job, I have a home." We don't know what we do sometimes. We don't know the power of this. The basic compassion when offered to another human being in crisis is probably one of the most powerful gifts that we can give a community. And that's the pride I take in this work. We change lives that we don't even know we've changed. We support all the agencies. We're here to be a player and a participant in a system. Because at the end of the day, for us, it's about caring for people. We are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And just because we come doesn't mean you're going somewhere. It just means that someone's going to come out and listen and spend some time and try and help you figure out what the next steps are. We'll spend some time on an initial visit, but we also like to do follow-ups. And the reason being is that the crisis is one interaction, but the follow-up the next day can also be a way to check in, make sure that nothing's changed and that we're still moving in the right direction. Everything we do, whether it's the initial call, the follow-up, phone calls subsequently, all of it is covered under our grant. It's of no cost to this community. I want people to understand that there's no bill coming for this, and that our role is to make sure that we're available.